All right, let's go. Let's do this. My friend Ashley put this on Facebook. Sitting at a stoplight watching this guy in front of me throw trash out of his car. Really? People still do that. Disgusting. Yes, people still do that. In fact, every single one of us in the room throws away our trash, whether it is out the window or put on the curb. And the 20th century will be clearly visible in the Earth's geological record because of our trash. So you'll have the Cretaceous period, Pleistocene period, and you'll have this. So this is what it looks like when it's in the landfill. This is actually, we bury ours, but that was in Ethiopia. And this is what it looks like when it's litter here in Memphis. It flows down the stormwater system and into Nakana Creek and goes into McKellar Lake, which empties into the Mississippi, and that's about 5 miles south of downtown Memphis. So spent some time with Living Lands and Waters and CBU Honors Program students. This is Dr. Jeff Gross. That's what we did in 3 days, and that's 160,000 pounds in a month that they're pulling out of McKellar Lake. And this is what it looks like in Los Angeles. They've put up nets to catch it, and the big number here is about 450 Volkswagen Beetles a year. Now, not all of it gets caught. Some of it gets by us and ends up in the ocean, and we have these giant garbage vortexes in all 5 of them. 90% of the trash in them is plastic. The big famous one that you might know of is the North Pacific Garbage Vortex. Basically, the garbage just swirls off the coast and converges just north of Hawaii. This is what we call the modern day tumbleweed. It's predicted that 46,000, well, it's not predicted, it's fact, 46,000 floating pieces of plastic for every square mile of ocean, and it goes to a depth of 30 meters. So nets and everything just catches that. Plastic is not a natural compound, so it does not degrade. It just breaks down further and further into tiny particles, which is the toxic dust, and that sinks to the bottom of the ocean, where it kills the the baby crabs down there. Much of it also ends up in the food chain. So this is an albatross off the island of Midway that has mistaken all of these bottle caps and plastic pieces for food, and they are dying by the tens of thousands. There's actually a movie called Midway that you can watch. Plastics and stuff is not our only problem. We also have chemical runoff that runs down through the Mississippi and into the Gulf Coast. This area is a dead zone from the entire coast of Louisiana. No life grows in the Gulf of Mexico. Shelby County population waste ratio. We generate 2 million tons of garbage a year. That's 2.26 tons per person. So think about when you go to the restaurant or if you throw away a desk or something. A tractor trailer weighs 36 tons. Carries 36. A garbage truck carries 12. So that's 69,000 tractors a year, 208,000 trucks a year, or 570 trucks making trips a day. That cost the city $49 million. That was the budget in 2005, so imagine how much it's gone up now. And 23 million of that goes to landfill. The rest is maintenance, labor, and gas. So we have a 30% diversion rate, okay, not a recycling rate, a diversion rate. So some of that is most of that 30% is yard waste. Only 10% is curbside. The big number there was 2.9 million we saved just by diverting our garbage from the landfill. So what can you do? You can replace that with that. 300 billion plastic bags a year, 1,200 bags per resident get used. Raise your plastic bottles, raise your cans, raise your little cups. How many of you have them? There's 6 right here in the front row. 2 million tons of plastic, 60 billion bought a year, okay? So what else can you do? You can compost and you can shop at thrift stores. This is my dad's jacket from the 70s. I get a ton of compliments on that. Awesome camouflage Pumas that I bought, pants that I bought, shirt that I bought. The only thing that is not vintage is my underwear and my socks, right? I think I look pretty good tonight. What else can you do? You can tell the story, okay? You can give back to Mother Nature by taking a little less. All right, and go buy a plastic or a nice solid water bottle. Thank you.